Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's reported today that former NFL player Keion Carpenter died at age 39. As I've been saying since this summer, 39 is a huge number on the upcoming Super Bowl, Super Bowl 51 at NRG Stadium in Houston. This man has died at age 39, exactly 39 days from the Super Bowl on February 5th, 2017. The stadium that it's in, NRG, construction began on that stadium in history on the date of March 9th. March 9th, 2000, construction began. And in Gematria, NRG N's the 14th letter, R's the 18th, G's the 7th, NRG is 39. You might recall just before the NFL season began, a pipeline burst in Alabama that ran from Houston, where the Super Bowl is, to New York City. Everything in New York is 39. Everything in New York is 39. All season I've been documenting why I thought the Giants would be in this Super Bowl and likely win it over the Colts. They're obviously not going to play the Colts. Since week 1, week 2, week 3, based on what I saw in the early season, I saw the Patriots getting some major tributes, and I said, my God, the Super Bowl might end up being Giants and Patriots again instead of Colts. That is possible. I could be wrong about the Giants. The Giants riddle was tightly scripted with the Colts. That's why I thought it would be what it was. But I could have got it halfway right. It might still end up being Giants winning the Super Bowl. They might defeat a team such as the Patriots instead. That said, if you followed me all year, I've laid out other possible scenarios. And in the NFC, I said the Giants were my favorite team to win the Super Bowl. I said other teams that I'm looking at this year are the Packers and the Falcons. And the reason I said the Packers and Falcons is because Wisconsin and Georgia are the only two states with 44 gematria. This year, the Super Bowl's on a date with 44 numerology, February 5th, 2017. That's 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 20 is 27, plus 17 is 44. 2 plus 5 plus 20 plus 17. So Georgia, Wisconsin, states with 44 gematria. The other team that I thought might make it in the NFC, and as things unfolded, I upped their stock, were the Minnesota Vikings. But all the time I was documenting what I was seeing with the Vikings, the death of Prince, the death of Denny Green, the death of the owner of the Vikings at age 91, Vikings in gematria equals 91, I thought, the Vikings might really make it this year. So I've been looking at these teams. These have been my group of teams in the NFC. Giants number 1, Packers, Falcons, possibilities, Vikings as well. And then we found all this coding with Vikings and Colts. Before this NFL season began, ESPN put out an article about the next 20 Super Bowl predictions or something like that. And I'm pretty sure 3 years from now was the one where they said the Super Bowl will be Vikings and Colts. We might be ahead of schedule with the Vikings and Colts. It really might be a Super Bowl to come. It could come as soon as next season, Super Bowl 52. There's some major riddle going on with Prince and the Colts. Prince performed in Super Bowl 41, which the Colts won. Prince died this year by the numbers. Next year, Minnesota's hosting the Super Bowl. Anyway, I'm just documenting what I've been talking about all season. And now, 39 days from the Super Bowl, we get a former Falcon dead at age 39. And the first team he played with was in New York. He played with the Buffalo Bills. New York equals 39. Everything in New York's 39. The United Nations is 39 floors tall in New York. So here we are 39 days from the Super Bowl. Former NFL star dead at age 39. And another thing about the Falcons that I saw this year is Matt Ryan equals 112, just like Houston. Remember, Andrew Luck equals 112. Horseshoe equals 112. Andrew Luck played his high school ball in Houston. His father played for the Houston Oilers. So anyway, Matt Ryan, he's been in the conversation all year. Go back and watch my older videos. I said the Falcons are one of my teams that could end up in the Super Bowl. And when I was down in Vegas, I only bet on the Giants and Colts. My girlfriend was like, okay, I want you to bet, but that's enough. And I was like, you don't think I should put 50 on some of these other teams just in case? I wish I'd put 50 on the Packers, the Falcons. The Raiders were a team I was talking about early in the season in the AFC. Raiders got a shot. Derek Carr just went down, so maybe not. But the Raiders had a lot lining up this year. So anyway, the teams that I talked about in the beginning of the season, they're all doing pretty well this year. My Colts, they didn't make it to the playoffs, but the teams I talked about, they're having good seasons. I say if you go back and watch what I was saying before the NFL season began, from the beginning of this year to the present, I'd say overall my picks have been pretty good for this NFL season. And, that just goes with all the past picks. So for all the people trying to hate on me because the Colts are wrong, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm trying to give you the real knowledge. There's a reason this man's dead at age 39 days before the Super Bowl today. This is what I mean. Celebrity sacrifice for these sports championships that often give us clues as to what's to come. Let's go through all this right here. Let me just show you it on this slide real quick. I did a better job over here. It's easier to see. Everything in New York is coded 39. NY is 39. MSG for Madison Square Garden is 39. The name Madison alone is 39. Madison once made 39 proposals that became the 10 Bill of Rights. He did it on a date with 39 numerology. When you write out 10 as a word, it sums to 39. This year, the Giants had the 10th overall pick. They selected Eli Apple. Eli Manning. Where's number 10? Again, the United Nations in New York's 39 floors tall. New York, the word equals 39. Empire equals 39. The Empire State. There's 39 books in the Old Testament. A book of laws. Story of empires past. New York's date of establishment, July 26, 1788, date with 39 numerology. The first governor of New York was George Clinton. George equals 39. He was born in 1739. I know he was born in the year 39. I'm pretty sure it was 1739. Houston, Texas also happens to have the same gematria as New York Giants. How nice is that? 181 is the 42nd prime number. NYC is 42. Giants won Super Bowl 42. NYG is 46. Giants won Super Bowl 46. Houston, Texas, the small way equals 46, like NYG. Giants winners of Super Bowl 46. And 42 and 46 were against who? The Patriots. Are we going to see a part 3 down in Houston? We very well might. Everything I'm seeing coded right now into news stories, all these celebrity deaths, they're all pointing to the Patriots, and it's just making me want to vomit. I don't even want to make a video about it because who cares if the Patriots are in the Super Bowl? It's like predicting LeBron James in the NBA Finals, right? The anniversary of the construction start for this stadium to the day the stadium opened is 168 days. New York City, 168. Houston Texans, who's hosting the Super Bowl at NRG Stadium, equals 51. It's Super Bowl 51. Conspiracy equals 51. If the Giants win, the Giants will be 5-1 in Super Bowls. I'm going to link this post. There's a whole bunch more here with Ben McAdoo, how he connects to the 97th season of the NFL, how he's 39 years old. There's a lot of information here, so I'll link this blog post down in the description if you want to read more about it. You guys can always go back and watch these older videos. I've talked about all this stuff before, Deaths of Giants, ritual sacrifice, clues in the news that the Giants could make it to Super Bowl 51 and win it. Did I get it up here? Hold on, Trusick. I think I gotta refresh this screen. Yeah, I added some slides in here that I wanted you to see. G-Min, the nickname for the New York Giants. G-Min, 39. The number 10, when you write it out as a word, sums to 39. Again, James Madison made 39 proposals that became the 10 Bill of Rights. Think about the Old Testament, 39 books. Moses, the 10 Commandments. The United States of America, what we have not been told, this nation has been recreated by biblical numbers. It's like a retelling. This is New Jerusalem we live in. Jerusalem equals 104. The date establishment for this nation, July 4th, 1776, 104. Numerology. They built that new building in New York City, One World Trade Center. It's 104 stories tall, 1,776 feet, like the year of establishment, July 4th, 1776. Did you know America in Francis Bacon gematria equals 76, like the year? America using the alphabetic order is 50, like the 50 states. So anyhow, this young man reportedly dead today. He wore number 29. He's dead on the 29th of December. Football equals 29. They're saying he died at 6:47 a.m. That's the 407th minute of the day, 4:07. This is Super Bowl 51, the 47th Super Bowl of the modern era. The first 4 Super Bowls, the merger hadn't happened, so this is the 47th Super Bowl of the modern era. You might recall Super Bowl 47 had the 33-minute blackout, 49ers and Ravens. That was part of the reason I thought Super Bowl 51 would be Colts and Giants, because the Colts are originally from Baltimore, the Ravens were in Super Bowl 47, and Giants, San Francisco, New York. You know, the 49ers were in Super Bowl 47. Think about San Francisco and New York as cities with sports teams like the Giants. You know, the baseball Giants went from New York to San Francisco. San Francisco hosted the Super Bowl last year. Eli Manning's brother, Peyton Manning, won at age 39. The last time Peyton won at 39, not at 39. The first time Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl 41. His brother won Super Bowl 42 the next year. I should look into his college. I didn't do that. There's probably clues there. You know, when I do these videos, just understand, you can always take this knowledge and do more research. There's always things I miss. I should look up what's up with the Carpenter house. There's a lot of things I didn't look into. Notice they say he played 83 career games. Football equals 83, the alphabetic order. Breaking it down to single-digit letters and adding, or single-digit numbers and adding, football equals 29. Remember, the small way, the big way. That's what I call it. When you break the letters down to single digits using numerology, what I mean by that is Z. Z is the 26th letter. Using the alphabetic order, adding up words, you just use the alphabetic order. Or you can break each letter down to a single digit and then add the word. If a word had a Z in it and you broke it down to a single digit, 26, Z is the 26th letter, 26 becomes 2 plus 6 equals 8. So Z is 8 the small way. So football, breaking it down, is 29. Football, the big way, is 83. The big way, the small way, the numbers always will compute to the same numerology. When football equals 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. When football equals 83, 8 plus 3 is 11. It's math. It's always the same, broken down, these numbers. So Keion Carpenter, you know what? You know who I hope upsets the Patriots? I need to do some work on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm thinking about this. I'm using my football knowledge right now. The year the Giants won Super Bowl 46, they shouldn't even have been in the Super Bowl. I remember that because I remember what the NFC Championship was that year. It was 49ers and Giants. My father's a 49er fan. You know, even though I hate sports, I kind of cheer for the 49ers because they're my dad's team. But I still remember that NFC Championship game. Kyle Williams, son of a former baseball player, he had 4 plays that changed the game, 3 fumbles lost. One, you know, what do they call it, where they lateral the ball, end around? I can't think of my terminology right now. But anyway, he didn't catch the ball, so it was almost like another fumble, and it screwed up the drive. He kept fumbling the punts. And I thought, okay, why don't they take him out of the game and get a different punt returner? I mean, is he just going to blow the whole game for the Giants himself? And that's exactly what he did. I mean, the 49ers whooped the Giants' ass that game, except for Kyle Williams essentially being Agent Zero and giving the whole game to the Giants with all of his mistakes. So anyway, Alex Smith was on that 49ers team, and he got shafted out of going to the Super Bowl. And in a way, I wanted to see Alex Smith go to that Super Bowl because Alex Smith, here's what I like about that guy. When he came into the NFL, you know, he just got blasted by everyone. He was the number 1 overall pick. Everyone said he sucked. The 49er fans hated him. Everybody just hated on him. But he always kept this positive attitude, and he never blamed anyone, and he said he would just get better, and he put everything on himself. And I just liked that. I mean, he just seemed like an admirable guy, the way he spoke. And to this date, I've never heard Alex Smith say anything that I thought was, terrible. I think as far as these athletes go, these athletic actors, Alex Smith might be a cut above. So anyway, maybe the Chiefs will make it to the Super Bowl. Upset the Patriots. Those are two franchises that have history. I need to do some homework on Kansas City. Maybe we could see a Giants-Chiefs Super Bowl. Almost like a rematch of that NFC Championship from Super Bowl 46. Alex Smith equals 111. He was the number 1 overall pick. His rookie season, he had 1 touchdown and 11 interceptions. New York, using the alphabetic order, equals 111. So, just a thought. It's possible. But, if I had to guess today, if I just had to guess without doing any more research, it's probably more likely the Patriots are going to be there. Like I said, I'm seeing Patriots numbers everywhere. But this guy's initials, Keion Carpenter, KC, kind of like Kansas City. Let me check Kansas City's coordinates real quick. Is Kansas City on the 39th parallel? Kansas City might be on the 39th parallel. Kansas City MO coordinates. Ah, it is True Seeker. And for all of you who are like, how do I know this? It's just because I'm doing this research all the time. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Because remember the Royals played New York in the World Series recently and beat them? That was a 39 affair. The New York Mets only won 1 game in the World Series. They won it with a score of 9-3, which I predicted before the game. And by the way, in spring training, I said the Mets would be in the World Series that year. Everyone said I was crazy. Just like this year in spring training, I said the Cubs would win it. And lo and behold, they did. I got to do some work on Kansas City. I'm cheering for Kansas City now that the Colts are out. I'm doing it for Alex Smith. But don't write on that yet. I got to do some more research. I haven't done my homework. This KC, though, it could be something. 39 days out. Kansas City on the 39th parallel. His last name, Carpenter. This gematria 46. Patriots has gematria 46. Sacrifice 46. Playoffs 46. His date of birth was October 31st. And he's dead on December 29th. Notice that his date of birth and his date of death both have 41 connections. 41's the 13th prime. Kansas City equals 41 with the K exception. 41 the 13th prime. Super Bowl equals 41. Interesting. Born on a date with 29 numerology. Dead on the 29th of December. Football, again, equals 29. Today's date has a life lesson number of 50. Kansas City has gematria 50. So does Chiefs. So does America. The Chiefs were in Super Bowl 1. 50 years later, could they be in Super Bowl 51? The Chiefs in Super Bowl 1 played the Green Bay Packers and lost on a date with 83 numerology. That date was January 15th, 67. 83 numerology. Football 83. They say the best QB draft class ever was the class of 83. For a second, I thought my mic was off, True Seeker. You don't know how many times I've made a video and forgot to turn the mic on. Had to start all over. If only you knew how many times sometimes I have to make these videos before they finally work. So look at this. From his birthday to his date of death is 59 days. And unfortunately, this is a number stamped all over black people throughout history, often in a negative way. But not always in a negative way. Motown Records came out in 59 for a reason. Negro equals 59, slave 59, blues 59. The word kill in Jewish gematria equals 59. If this man is dead, no doubt he is a ritual sacrifice for the upcoming Super Bowl, murdered by the numbers, as so many before him have been. 8 weeks and 3 days, football 83 games. Also, True Seeker, this is a span of 60 days. The most hateful word for black people sums to 42 and 60. Remember, we saw Kobe finished with 60 points to close out his career. Exactly 213 days after Moses Malone dropped dead at age 60. 213, the LA area code. Moses Malone drafted out of high school by the Utah Stars. Kobe Bryant finished his career against the Utah Jazz. From his death to the Super Bowl is 38 days later. Death, killing, 38. The reflection of 83 for football. It's also a span of 39 days. It's 38 days later, or a span of 39 days. Whoops. If you guys come to the comments of if you come to these blog posts down below, just know that there are a lot of paid for trolls attacking my work nonstop because people don't want this knowledge out. And these people are trying to cause chaos in the comments. If you read the comments, don't get engaged with the trolls. Just follow the smart people. People such as Can't Stop George, Lion Strong, Dar. You can tell who the people are that are contributing things, and you can tell who the people are that are Lord of Illusion, always good knowledge, Matt Corey, good knowledge. A lot of people trying to help out, but there's also a lot of trolls here, like Harry Butts, Mike Manning. Ignore these people. Mad Dog, great poster. Somebody who's been... Mad Dog's followed my blog since the beginning. I think he's been following me longer than anyone who's there. But anyway, just be aware there's a lot of trolls in the comments, but a lot of good posters. It's worth reading the comments. Just skip over the trolls. Don't let them get you mad. Just pretend like they're not even there. So I think we covered it all, dead at 39 days before the Super Bowl at NRG Stadium. Oh, I think I forgot to say this, though. Super Bowl 51 is Super Bowl LI, the Roman numerals. L is the 12th letter. 1 plus 2 becomes 3. I is the 9th letter. You see? 1 plus 2 becomes 3. LI becomes 3, 9. 3, 9. And... doesn't Li kind of sound like Eli? Eli? Eli equals 17 as well. The Super Bowl's in 2017. It's Eli's 13th season. 13 goes into 39 3 times. Eli in his 13th season has the most exciting player in the game, they say, Odell Beckham. So anyway, yeah, you guys can always search my channel. I know I made a video to RFG. I'm having trouble pulling it up. I made this video to him trying to calm him down earlier this summer where I showed him all of my picks for the potential Super Bowl. I said, this is everything I'm looking at, man. Chill out. I think you want this knowledge. I think it can help you out. But anyway, the video's somewhere here. I go through I just make so many videos, Truth Seeker. It's hard to find them all, but they're back there. I know it. I remember making them. Here's some numbers to look for. I'm seeing these numbers everywhere right now in everything I'm decoding. Everywhere I'm coming across these numbers. 217, 99, and 45. And all of these numbers resonate with the New England Patriots. And let me show you another good one. Next year will be the 98th season of the NFL. Will one of these men be the defending champion in the 98th season? Isn't it interesting how their names are perfect? They've met in 2 Super Bowls. Will they meet in a third? Right now, I just want to cheer for Kansas City in the AFC, though. I really hate the Patriots. I really do, Truth Seeker. So RIP to this man, number 29, dead on the 29th. Dead at age 39 days from the Super Bowl. That's what I mean. When I went down to Vegas and I bet on the Super Bowl this year, I said to my girlfriend, we're probably going to lose because we shouldn't be betting on this. I know not to bet. I think gambling's a bad thing. I'm trying to get away from money. It's just, I've been living broke. My girlfriend, for understandable reasons, wants to see me get ahead. I'm not doing a lot of work. I'm mostly just putting out truth online, which doesn't pay anything, as you know. But anyway, think about this. Part of the reason I went down there and was able to make that bet, the majority of the way I've figured out these sports championships is through the reporting of people's deaths. And just think about how sick this is. People are being murdered for these sports games, and that's what I figured out. These people are not dying naturally. They're being killed as rituals for things to come. Sports championships, news stories. So, to be even betting on this knowledge, it is kind of sick. And if the Giants don't make it, I'm not going to feel bad for myself. I'm going to say, well, I probably deserve to lose my money, But at the same time, the reason I want to get ahead right now, I used to be ahead before everything got taken from me. But the reason I want to get back ahead is because it takes money to do things, and I want to make something happen. I'm just so sick of this. I got to figure out a way to get the knowledge out. I got to turn this into a business or something. I need to be able to hire a staff and have a daily news reporting team so we can get these videos out in a timely fashion. I recorded this post early this morning, 10:51 a.m. my time. I didn't mean to post it at 51 minutes after. Sometimes things just work out that way. But anyway, I've been meaning to make this video all day. It's almost 12 hours later. And, you know, I could have chosen to make this video instead of the other ones I did, but it's been here on the blog all day. Anyway, just imagine if there was a staff of me and we were all decoding and putting out videos like a real news network. That's what I want to create somehow. Once this All for Truth website kicks off, we have people who are really dedicated to the cause. I want to raise money and start a news service so that we can pay people to actually do this work and do it the right way. You know, we can find people who are willing to work for $30,000 a year, a modest salary, to work hard putting out the truth. I could survive all year if I made $30,000 doing this. I mean, I wouldn't be rich, but it would be enough to pay the bills and get out the word. It's better than doing it for $0 like I've done for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? So those are my visions. Make this bigger, get a team of us, turn this into a real operation, fancier videos. Instead of my videos, I don't know how to edit a video. That's why I just read from my blog and record myself. Once upon a time, I used to just record myself and write on the whiteboard, if you never watched my first videos. But anyway, that's it for now, Truth Seeker. Until next time.